2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him.
Yeah, welcome.
You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Fellas, it is always fun to watch Ben Simmons. The combination of size, speed, ball handling.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic, it's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And, of course, Evan Fournier. Team moving on here without him.
Yeah, and no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Harris is out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Ennis in at the 3. And there's the call on James Ennis. That's his first foul. Here's Bamba. Lets it go. And Clark, both these teams known for their defense and grinded out games like this. How do you scrape out a win?
Well, I think a couple of things. One, you got to be good with the ball because you know there are not going to be many good opportunities or easy opportunities to score. The other thing is, when you can, you got to try to get easy scores. Force turnovers that lead to buckets. Score in transition because you know in the half court it's going to be tough going. So those are options you look at in terms of counteracting a very good defensive team.
That's a good way to frame this one. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to talk with Greg Brown for a minute. I asked him about the challenge of playing against a team that's so smart and under control on offense. And he said they really do a terrific job of execution. No miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And since they're down 1-0 in the season series, they'll have to do that really well tonight.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid. Really good.
You know, that's the important part. You got to be locked in defensively, countering their ball movement with active, aggressive, communicating defense. I mean, that's really the only way to keep their shooters from getting comfortable.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Washington. Tipped away. Here's money. You can't get that one, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line, a big factor in the outcome.
Ditto that. When you give up this many points at the line, makes it a lot easier for the opposition.
Orlando's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Ross kicks to Isaac. Here's money. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Against length, He does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
Here's Ennis. The Magic hitting the bucket. Outside, Simmons. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside for Reddick. The three-pointer, no good.
And, you know, Kevin, that's what they want. An uncontested look from the perimeter. Sadly, they came up short on that possession.
Embiid with the steal. Simmons finds Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Here's Money against Washington. He was really on his game. Bamba passes to Money. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Heat in Miami.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
How about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Simmons inside. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Unloads from 13. Here's Bamba. Good D by Embiid.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
Now here's Simmons. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. Ennis kicks to Simmons. And that one is good. Simmons got his second basket. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
Simmons loves jamming it through, relentless in his attacking.
And stolen by Harris. Shoots from 12. Orlando grabs the miss. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, it seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team. And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Ball's not loose. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Football is checked in for J.J. Redick. Korkmaz kicks to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball. Embiid, no good.
He's been terrible. Absolutely awful. I mean, can't get it going. His shot isn't there right now. We got to help him some other way.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And the 76ers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Gordon with no one around. No good on the quick three. The 76ers trail by 4. On the way, Harris. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Bamba. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Step back shot. Goes back up. And Marjanovic with the layup.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 5. Here's Money. He's covered by McConnell.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Johnson comes in for Simmons, and Jonathan Simmons subbed in for Tobias Harris. Here's Marjanovic, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Bamba's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Johnson, following the three-pointer by Orlando. Shot clock at 5. Here's McConnell, got a hand on it.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot block that alters everything in the paint.
And the basket by Gordon. And it's a 10-point Orlando lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. And take a look at the 76ers. They've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
And right now for the Magic, they've just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlook them as a top team.
To the middle, here's court fouls. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the top door and not some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
The 76ers trail by 11. Knocked away. Down low.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
And that one drops for him.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly, they've been the better team so far.
Now, here's McConnell. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Marjanovic. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross.
Well, guys, when you talk about some of the great turnarounds for a franchise in NBA history, the process for the 76ers has paid dividends. They went from 10 wins in 2016 to 52 wins last year.
Here's Marjanovic. 14 points from him the last game against the Heat in Miami. And the steps clock the 76ers have taken. It's only the beginning.
Yeah, this is really the ideal situation to have if you're the Sixers. I mean, this team's built to last and still has good draft assets and flexible cap space. I mean, come on. That's an abundance of riches there.
And Jonathan Simmons, the explosive wing player, went undrafted but has earned a spot in the NBA after a strong couple of years in the G League. Now he's established himself as a potent offensive player. Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 12. Now McConnell. He had 15 points last out. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. McConnell's got his first bucket of the night. And for Simmons, when he was in the G League, he developed, Greg, his playmaking.
Yeah, spent some time at that point guard at that level. I think it helps him in terms of finding ways to create shots for himself. He's definitely at his best when the ball is in his hands. Not so much a spot-up player, but he can create offense for a team in a hurry.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's money by Simmons. Yep, that one goes in there. Ross has got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. And here's McConnell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Korkmaz.
In trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them go a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, and I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
Here's Korkmaz.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And a moment now, look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The pass to Gordon. No good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. It's tipped. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer. But they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
.40 seconds left to play in the first. That one good for two. McConnell's got it back down to single digits for Philadelphia. Here's money. He's got 10. And the shot goes in. Money's got 12 in the game.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
McConnell finds Marjanovic inside. Here's Korkmaz, and he banks in the layup.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Orlando leading by 8. Here's money. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, you know, it's early for sure, but still, they're flat out owning this team right now.
They get a hand on it. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's McConnell. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Orlando going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break.
You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. You know I come.
A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to like express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Money out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Isaac into the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. A shot by McConnell, no good. It's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic.
And, you know, Brett Brown has seen it all in Philly. The good and bad times, was the head coach for their lowest points as this team rebuilt. Now he's reaping the fruits of his labor and persistence as he leads a star-studded Sixers team and has great potential.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Now, here's McConnell. Here's the floater. Here's Marjanovic, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And Clark, you have to applaud management for the way they stuck with Brown as the team was turning things around.
Yeah, I love it, Kevin. I really do. I mean, being able to see the long-term picture and stay with the coach you believe is the right one for your group. Very impressive work by the Sixers. You know, injuries and a lack of talent were the issue early, not the coaching. The players love Brown, and rarely are coaches afforded as much time and patience as this franchise gave Brown. I applaud him. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps playing. Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
McConnell passes to Marjanovic. Back to McConnell. Out to the wing. Here's Korkmaz. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making, and he's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Now, here's McConnell. He started close. Korkmaz kicks to Marjanovic. Johnson at the elbow. 4 on the clock. They get it back. Second chance effort. And the nice bucket inside for Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the paint. Very pretty alley layup.
And Ross is a fantastic scorer, guys. Shoots a good percentage from just about anywhere on the floor.
The 76ers trail by 14. And the 76ers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And it's blocked. Outside of bounds, the 76ers have to retain possession here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. On D. Offensive rebound, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And refreshing and hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft. I don't even think it's in his vocabulary.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Passes to Embiid. Stolen by Bamba.
Going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Outside, Simmons. Outside, Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
From the baseline. And he drops after rolling around the rim. 18 points for money. Certain guys just make it look effortless. And Clark, I'm sure you would have a nice list of some of the smoother operators, smoothest scorers in the league now.
Yeah, there's only one guy at the top of it for me. I mean, I love a lot of guys, and there are a number of guys that put up big numbers. But when you talk about uniqueness, size, agility, touch, range, KD was where it stops.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just been nobody quite like him. George Gervin comes to mind because of a similar build, but the Iceman was 6'7", maybe 6'8". KD is pushing 7 feet tall and just a tad more athletic. And I just don't know if we've got a more lethal, smoother score than him.
Got a piece of it. To the middle. There's Embiid. No good. Unable to run this run. Magic leading by 23.
It's a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
And that could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Timeout call the 76ers.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. It just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Magic, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, there's the 76ers, just a couple spots back.
And when I look at Orlando, here's a team that some people doubted coming into the season. Obviously heard all the chatter, banded together, and now they've strung together some great wins.
And you know what? They've been on fire to start the year, so they deserve a lot of credit. We'll see if they can continue to rack up the wins going forward.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Simmons finds Reddick. 76ers moving the ball around. Clock at 6. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Outside, Reddick. Outside, Simmons. 6 to shoot. Trying to end the drought. And it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Money passes to Ross. Here's Money. Here's Bamba. Here's Money. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Harris. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Isaac passes to Money. Lays it up, and in spite of the excellent defense at that, Money's got 30 points. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Simmons. And the wide open shot from Redick. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
Orlando's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3-3 on three-pointers. Deep two from Ross. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And it's blocked by Gordon. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Money passes to Bamba. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. And Clark with the full bulk of the NBA season still ahead of us. What can players do to prepare themselves physically and mentally for this long, long season?
I think you've got to try to find ways and mechanisms to stay fresh. Obviously, you've got to do your work in the gym and in the weight room, but also in your rest and recovery. I think you just got to be diligent and consistent, and then find pockets where you can get away and refresh your mind and your body. Because you can't come out of the gate like it's the postseason. There's a pace and rhythm to the regular season that you have to learn how to manage.
The Magic shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, we haven't seen the type of numbers out of them at the line that we've come to expect, especially after last season.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's Harris to halt the run. Offensive rebound. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the 76ers with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for James Ennis, and Simmons subbed in for J.J. Redick. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Money. Throws down the breakaway jam.
This is what you want to see more of from Bamba, making an effort to share the rock.
Knocked away. From deep. Shot from 12. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You gotta love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I agree with you. I mean, they just look comfortable out there, taking what the defense gives them and then capitalizing with no real problem at all.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Money passes to Isaac. Here's Money, guarded by Simmons. Kicks it to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. That shot wide open. Gordon's got 16 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Harris outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Magic moving the ball around. From deep three-point range, Simmons pulls it in. 3 on 3. 14 feet away. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now, here's Bamba, guarded by Embiid. Bamba's shot is off. 76ers shooting 40% from the field. Simmons against Ross. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Here's Simmons, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 12.
And really, Simmons makes it look elementary, simple. I mean, the way he attacks defenses from multiple angles is hard to deal with if you're defending.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely. And that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And so it's the Orlando Magic way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been good.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they've generated. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for the team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that already. Ugh.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's spot. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Ennis out there with Harris, and it's Embiid in at the front, home in the bench.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome and outshoot. Excels at getting up and denying shots.
And stolen by Redick. To the middle. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 14 points. Here's Money.
You know, when you watch Ben Simmons, he has marvelous talent and all-around ability, but sometimes you can easily focus on what he can't do. He's not a great shooter, so teams do back off of him, but still, this guy is an impact player because he sees the floor, he passes it great, he's a terrific rebounder, and he's got a nice motor.
Second half of basketball, just over no played so far. Redick is in the corner. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Embiid. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it. And that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Lays it up and banks it in. 40 points for money.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Simmons. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And I like watching Simmons go to work down low. I mean, with his length and strength, there aren't many guys that can keep up with him down there.
Here's money. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Left side, Redick. There's the feed to Simmons. The shot's good. He's got 18.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking bullets.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's money. Dishes it to Gordon. Over Harris. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Redick kicks to Ennis. Now here's Simmons. T right on him. That's good from Harris on the assist by Embiid. 10 points for Tobias Harris.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Clark, you once worked for the Indiana Pacers, Vice President of Player Relations, and really had your fingerprints on a lot of part of that organization. Could you see yourself going back to an NBA front office role?
I don't anticipate that. I love what I do as a broadcaster. I really feel as though I'm right where God wants me to be. Currently had a wonderful tenure with the Pacers, 32 years between playing, broadcasting both radio and television, and then 4 years in the VP of Player Relations role. Phenomenal relationship with a number of people, but no, I think that chapter for me is in the rearview mirror.
I speak for everyone playing the game, watching the game. We're glad you're in broadcasting, I'll tell you that.
Thank you, partner.
And that's it back. Okay. On money. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now, here in the 3rd. McConnell with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, I like the edge that Embiid plays with. Great at recognizing when he's clear to throw it down on you.
And he bombs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Bamba.
Just throw it up there. Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Upper Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Gordon. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's putting up 31 points per, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving, and of course, finds the open man.
Ross passes to Money. And he banks in the layup. Money's got 14 points here in the 2nd half.
And, you know, he's been their go-to guy. Smart at knowing what shots to take, when to take them. Plays with really perfect pace.
Redick with the 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Now the 76ers on the break. Pass to Embiid. Redick with the 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. To the inside, Bamba. And the rejection by Embiid. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Orlando.
You really gotta like a lot of the things about the way this offense is flowing right now. Just a solid overall approach in terms of knocking down threes at a high clip and scoring in a variety of other ways.
That free throw, no good.
How can you not be a fan of T.J. McConnell if you like grit, tenacity, always ready to help his team? He's a fan favorite because he plays with such a competitive edge, even when most of the time he's outmatched physically. Extremely scrappy and heady. He played his college hoops for Arizona, and he's got a long future in front of him in the NBA.
Arizona guards know how to get it done, and McConnell is no different.
No, he's really been surprisingly good at this level because of his toughness, his smarts, and he's actually gotten better with his little mid-range shot. His vision is outstanding, his defensive tenacity really good. I mean, this guy's proven that he's a rotational player of value in this league.
Inside, there's Embiid. Orlando grabs the miss.
Boy, incredible effort on defense, refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing easy.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now, here's McConnell. Defense is right there, and it goes down 2 points.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Money passes to Isaac. Here's Money. Drops in the layup for 2. Money's got 49 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on it.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
That's good from Johnson.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Another steal. 3 on 3. Tries from 10, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Ball's knocked loose. Now the pass to Korkmaz, and here's McConnell. Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Money. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Magic.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. And good that time. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up with the 76ers. Knocks it loose. Here's Money, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
The guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And showing a good nose for the ball there, picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
Well, excellent defensive instincts. I mean, he knows exactly when to strike on this end.
Back to McConnell. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. McConnell's got 5 points in the quarter. Orlando's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Money. He's covered by McConnell. Money passes to Bamba. Here's Gordon. That one doesn't go. And Philadelphia the other way now. Outside, Simmons. Passes it to McConnell. He feeds it to Johnson. And Johnson with the stuff.
An elite finisher around the basket. Johnson with the throwdown.
Down low. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now, here's McConnell. Guarded closely. Count that one. Well, Orlando shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Isaac passes to Money. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Marjanovic. Simmons checked in for Philadelphia. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Pass to Ross. Takes a 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
No good from Simmons. Orlando's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lining it up here. Money, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You gotta have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
And the 76ers making a change here. And this is checked in. The Magic have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. Like one of the strong points that the Orlando Magic team has is their balance.
Well, they've got a number of players, Kevin, that can go for double digits on any night. That's always nice. Good depth on this roster as well. And when you don't have an elite star or talent, come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim. Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Tipped away, out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And Orlando has possession. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Right side Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
This is what you like to see. Simmons throwing it down, not settling for the layup there.
Here's Money. Counted by Simmons. Cross in the corner. There's the triple. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
He gets that one.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Bamba's shot is off. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Ennis. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist here tonight.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
No good from Ross. And so it's Orlando enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Magic shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Terrence Ross is out there with money, and it's Isaac in the police. He's out there for Orlando.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact.
And the 76ers last season making it to the conference semifinals, Clark, before they were dispatched by the Boston Celtics.
And I guarantee you, Kevin, if you told any fan that would be their fate at the start of the season, they'd have banked that and went with it.
What's up?
Team had a great learning experience as they got past Miami and then lost to the Celtics. I think this group will be highly motivated to take the next step going forward.
In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of it. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league. Now, most players appreciate and recognize that, and for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love it. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
That one misses. The 76ers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Smith finds Simmons. Back to Smith from deep. Rebound by the Magic. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And right now, Gordon is on a whole nother level now. I mean, he's not forcing anything. He's really letting the game come to him, and his shots are being taken right in rhythm.
Here's Milton. Softly drops in the floor.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
The Magic shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. The pass to Gordon. Isaac with the ball. Back to Gordon. And stolen by Scott. Feeds it to Simmons. Passes it to Scott. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Free throw off from Scott. Look at rebounding now, Clark. Teams relying less on one guy and more on collective team rebounding, especially, it seems, on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you think about it, Kevin, with the space and pace game, positionless basketball, if you will, or versatile basketball that takes place, more guys are spread out and away from the goal. Bigger guys are not always camped in the lane, so everybody got to rebound the ball, more so today than in past decades, because, again, three-point shots are coming at a rapid rate. Longer rebounds are available now, so everybody's got to be attuned to rebounding the ball.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right. Kevin, it certainly hasn't been for lack of effort, but still, his team needs him to do more out there.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the middle, here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
To the paint, and Ross with the slam.
Hey, stay woke on Terrence Ross now. One of the most athletic players in the game. Don't sleep on him.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. 76ers moving the ball around. Down low, here's Simmons. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Money passes to Gordon. And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Milton, and it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Money, rebound Simmons, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the New York Knicks.
And for that Raptors game, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. He swipes the ball away again, and that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Having another steal.
Steal after steal. He's been everywhere.
Oh, he's on a historic pace. Greg, he's approaching 3rd most steals for a game.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
And Greg, defensively, you got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back. I mean, you got to sprint back. You can't jog back.
Nice shot there by Bamba.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
Pass to Smith, and they get it, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Money passes to Bamba, and it's good for 2. Bamba's got 15 points here in the second half.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Hooked away, and Simmons kicks to Scott. Pass to Simmons. Oh, good with the triple. Magic shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Offensive rebound. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, you know what I like to say? Persistence pays. And with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bamba's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Hey, that's a big piece of the pie when you're talking about winning basketball, fast break points, I mean, because most of the time, those are easy hoops.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Ross against Smith. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Shot clock at 2. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Here's Money. You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball apart. When it comes to the fans, they really cannot see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport, but they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars.
That free throw missing. And Jonathan Simmons taking on more playing time after his big contract deal, starting to adjust to what comes with that.
Yeah, all players want the money and minutes, but it's a greater responsibility. More was asked of Simmons on both ends of the floor, Kevin, and I think for the most part he came up in good stead. He did get pushed to the limit physically as he matched his previous career high in minutes about halfway through last season, but he'll be better for it going into this season.
Money. Here's the lob to the hoop. And the jam by Ross.
Well, we know that T. Ross can get it going. Part of the 50-plus club in terms of scoring the basketball.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia to stop the drought. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, he hit his teammate in the perfect spot. Led him easily to the bucket. That's what you call a room service assist.
Here's Money. He dishes it to Bamba. That one, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Korkmaz, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
We know Clark fans want to see star players. It's been a hot topic around the league. The league has added rules, in fact, that now prohibit resting guys on certain nights.
Yeah, I think that's important, that players have a real understanding of their responsibility. I understand trying to balance the rest versus the wear and tear of the course. So that's another reason I propose a shorter season. I don't think you end up with this kind of controversy or debate. But I thought the league was right in requiring, I mean, your responsibility is to play all the games you're available to play unless you're injured. And I think it's important that guys take that responsibility seriously. And it's a responsibility they have to themselves, to the team, the organization, and the fans.
It's tipped, stolen by Bamba. All going up court. And good, there's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 5th foul.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Here's McConnell. And it comes off the front of the rim.
If you're a pro, you got to drain that shot. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. The defense left them wide open. Pros make those.
And the tip by Bamba.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 9 points now in just the second half. So it's Orlando now. Here's Money. And got it! Another basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Here's McConnell. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 8th assist here tonight. Marjanovic has gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actually. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Johnson outside. Here's McConnell. But they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Here's Money. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. McConnell finds Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
Philadelphia shooting it well here in the 4th quarter. 50%. Johnson outside. Back loose. There's the pass to Korkmaz. Philadelphia moving the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Marjanovic passes to Simmons. Off target on the 15-footer. Here's Orlando now. They're on a board.
Oh, man. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay. McConnell with it. Passes it to Korkmaz. To the inside. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Here's Money. He's covered by McConnell. He lobs it up. Well placed alley pass into the layup.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Pass to Korkmaz. Back to McConnell. The feed now to Johnson. Makes it off the glass.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game because this one is done. Over. Fine.
Here's Money. He's covered by McConnell. To the inside. It's stolen by Johnson.